Everyone, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in, and fellow Fearnaughts and all. I am so excited today because finally I'll be doing my first listen / full-on album review to Seraphim's 5th mini album titled Hot. Hot, that is right, because when it came down to the music video and the title track, everything all at once just exceeded my expectations. Now, mind you, as some of y'all may already know, I missed out on the highlight medley, the trailer that we're about to check out for Born Fire for this album review, and other video-based teasers. But honestly, just with the glance of the teaser pics leading into actually reviewing and checking out Hot, I was blown away due to the concept, the intentions, and the message that was put in the song with the lyrics, but especially the influences. I mean, them taking this smooth, soft, or more so alternative rock pop influence was super unexpected as a title track, more laid back and not as upbeat compared to their previous title tracks or even B-sides, I'd have to say, but such a refreshing release as we slowly but surely dive into the season of summer, of course. But I'm really curious how the B-sides are gonna go. I mean, Born Fire, we got the intro track assumingly, right? Come Over, Ash, alright, So Cynical. It seems like they connect in a way with Hot. You feel me? Because with every Seraphim album, it just seems so cohesive with the overall message, the ongoing theme, but with different kind of messages that they're tackling. So I really hope that they are continuing to do that in Hot here. I mean, they did it for the title track, but how about the B-sides and such, right? So let me bring up the Hot trailer for Born Fire to, you know, immerse ourselves in this album, and I've yet to check out the trailer, so let's enjoy this together now. 2025, we're hot on our own. Oh, Jaewon, Zia, all the members actually in some like art gallery. Great violin string work. What is going on? Oh. Warm. Ooh, the percussion work. Purity is the hottest. This is crazy. There's this thriller feel, this cynical thriller feel that I'm getting here that is like unleashed. What's with this like hamster wheel style? Hold up. Let me shut up and be quiet here.
The flame engulfed the silence, splitting apart the dark.
Okay, engine. What? Oh! There we go, the Japanese lines. Burn ever brighter. Hot. Ashes.
At last, the flame is born.
Super hot immortality.
Seraphim.
That kind of stylistic influence there is really cool at the end there, and the classic Seraphim delivery there. But wow, a lot to take in, you know, comedic, but also has that signature combination of monologue between English, Korean, and Japanese, of course. You gotta love that for their intro tracks and their trailers as a whole when we set foot onto a brand new era every single time, right? And I loved this trailer, right? Very artistic, right? In this art gallery of the members themselves, elegant at the same time, but as this trailer progressed, things got more hot and unraveling of hot, right? Leading into hot. So I feel like it sticks for an intro track and trailer. I mean, you got the same people working behind the scenes, Score and Megatone, huge hit makers for many artists out there since the As One days, and other favorite groups that I could name of as well, but have been consistently working with Sserafim. So I'm really curious how the B-sides are gonna go now. So with that being said, let's dive into the first B-side now. So this next track is titled Come Over. Really interested in how this one's gonna go. Like, sure, Score, Megatone, same duo that I seem to see across many of Seraphim's tracks, but with this one, wow, J. Lloyd and Lydia Kiddo. Lydia Kiddo, I've actually seen her on The Weeknd's latest album when I was interested in the credits for his latest album. So this has to be good, surely, right? I mean, Score and Megatone's on it already, so hey, let's go. Oh, nice kick drum, bass, taking this swing route. Okay, starting off with Genjin with verse 1. Woo-hoo. Don't play me like a rhythm. Woo. Love the Vocaloid work. Ooh, very catchy, earwormy with the chorus. Nice claps as well, 808 claps. And hi-hats. Wow, Kazuha. And the Kura this time is refreshing. It hits differently here. And full English lines for this one. I'm over, I'm over. Oh, a little bit of tambourine there too. Woo. Manche. So come over and dance. This is such a playful one. There's even some wood block cowbell work there. Ooh, what year are we in? Bongo Congo work, 808 claps. Wow. The musicality here by Sserafim is very strong, but it really goes to show you the versatility by Sserafim. I mean, I've talked about many genres that Sserafim has worked with, whether it be alternative R&B, right? But also like other genres that you would not expect, such as here today with Come Over, which is taking an electro swing route. Maybe not full, right, swing, but electro swing. It's got like a little hints of swing, but a lot of electro influence in the mix, right? The way you would break down swing is like the piano and like swing kind of rhythm and movement. Come over, come over, do. I love that bass, that bass line, kick drum, bass combo there. And then as it progresses, adds in the hi-hats, the 808 claps, right? That is the electro, right? With the, I would say, electro synths coming into play, right? So all that at once, you got a fun, playful beat and production with the members' light, pure, I would say clear vocals throughout this with a little bit of Vocaloid filters. And all at once, this song is too short for me. I'm gonna be real with you. This song is too short for me. I would have wanted more. There's something left to be desired almost, but just satisfies your needs, even though you didn't have this kind of need for electro, swing, right? So it's honestly quite a nice add to the discography, I've got to admit. But also, I think this one has a great message to it as well. Just this playful come over, right? This almost falling in love desire moment, a desire of a significant other, one possibly, or someone to just come over and dance along and have a good time pretty much, right? Very playful. Let me break it down more from the top here, though, before we dive into the next B-side, because there's so much to talk about this track because of the quality, even though this is like the 2-minute mark pretty much type song in this modern day and age. I'm fine with it, but like the quality in this song makes up for that lost time and duration. You feel me? Boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, boom, ka. Oh, I love it. The rhythm, the movement, I love it. Love that bass. And notice how initially it kickstarts with Yunjin into Kazuha for the initial verse, right? Mind you, there's no verse 2. I mean, it's just the one verse repeated the second go around, but notice the switch up as we progress here. Come over and dance. And like, fellow Fairnauts, I can envision this song for a Lenny verse episode. Every single time you got that intro, brand new era, utilizing one of the B-sides as an intro track for Lenny verse. I'm really far behind Lenny verse, quite admittedly, because of time and life things, but like, this is definitely a Lenny verse type intro for sure. The come over, very fun, let loose with it, playful. Ka, boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, ka, ka. This time it's with Kazuha. I love this approach, right? Hitting the same verse again, but her this go around. It just seems like with every track, I can't help but really point out that Kazuha is really shining this era. As same goes with Yunjin, quite admittedly. The two of them are popping off this era, and you always have one member that truly pops off from their respective group in certain eras, and it's time for Kazuha to shine. About time, right? Love Kura's follow-up here. Just the dynamic being played out here. The succession, I should say. Great Vocaloid work, right? These retro keys or this organ key being played out like that. Come over and dance. And then it's got this low pass filter and like Vocaloid filter to give that distant feel. You know what I'm saying? And then, just how it plays out here. Let me backtrack one more time here. Just from Chaewon. Bit of that 808 claps, tambourine work, being underlaid there, like laid out like that. Come over and dance. Hey. So fun. And then as we progress, a bit of that bongo congo work that you would not expect to wrap up the song like that. What a fun, cute song, you know what I'm saying? Like, sure, it works for Lennyverse, it works for the TikTok if you want to utilize it, and I'm pretty sure when I was searching this up, yeah, this was being promoted on the live stages. Well-deserved track to be promoted because it's fun, it's sweet. I feel like anyone can groove along, jam along to this fun electro swing B-side track called Come Over with quite the pure intentions, but hey, let's dive into the next B-side now. So this next track is titled Ash. I'm seeing a lot of huge names. I mean, Lost Boy, a huge collective here of individuals. We got Mark, Schick, Kacey, Smith as Wellscore, Megatone, and such, Donkey, PNP, right? Huge collectives and all. But I've got to point out, Yunjin taking part on this song as a whole. We more than love to see it. Moment. I'm gonna be hearing out Yunjin's influences without a doubt, especially lyrically in this one. Something to note, based on like her solo works. Wow, she has been doing incredibly well in terms of the lyrics department, and of course, vocally, duh. But Lost Boy, that's a familiar name who's worked with many of our favorites, such as Ive. We're talking about Ive's Holy Moly. We're talking about 11. We're talking about N hyphen, if I recall correctly. A lot of huge names, you know, Westlife. Like, I would name a lot of other huge artists as well. But that's something to note. And then other individuals who have worked with the likes of TXT, Tate McRae. A lot of huge modern day artists as well that have these individuals have produced and worked for, and so, you know, singer-songwriters all in the mix. You feel me? But Ash, this seems promising. I mean, I'm looking at the duration, and it is much longer than the previous track. So that's a plus, I guess. Let's go. Oh. You don't get this kind of mystical, like, production in the K-pop scene these days. Whoa. I got a little bit of chills there. Not gonna lie. Get rid of my weakness. Oh, where's this headed? Ooh, okay. Got a nice little bounce to this track. There's just a level of emotion and like pain that I'm getting due to their vocal delivery and projection in this. Don't be afraid. Slow down. Hold up. I'm already feeling Yunjin's influence lyrically, but notice how from one member to the next, right? This contrast, this dichotomy, right? Ash really, I feel like, hints towards this stage in your life of being reborn. Not quite literally, but, you know, closing endings, right? But starting new beginnings, you know what I'm saying? Like, reborn in your journey, in your path in life. This is the definition of a life all at once. Sorry if that clap was loud, but this is really life. And I love how the genre and influences connect to that so cohesively. I mean, who would have expect future house, EDM, ambient, ethereal wave type influence in this? I, for one, did not expect this. This was a huge long shot, and it is working somehow. Bring it back a little bit more, and let's continue to enjoy this. Pop my IEMs in. Even I'm Still Black in the Darkness. This is like a renewal moment. Love the vocal effects. The more it hurts, the more alive I am. Yeah, a new Born in Ashes. See what I'm saying? Very symbolic with it. A solo? What is this riff work? What year are we in with this kind of influence? Bring it back. Wow. This song just overtakes ya. But it's melancholy, right? It's not necessarily super uplifting, nor dark. It's not entirely dark with it. It's like this level of like Dark Husk being unleashed almost, but like that Vocaloid, vocal filter work, vocoder work is to die for without a doubt. But Ash, so far my favorite song on the album, by far. By far, so far my favorite song on the album. And this is like probably in terms of B-sides in my top 5 echelon. I mean, it might even go up to there in the top 3 echelon, if I'm going to be honest with you guys, even more. But this melancholy, ethereal wave, and the combination of future house influence is insane. No one's doing this in K-pop but 르세라핌 pretty much. And people, sure, they're doing it outside the K-pop scene, but this is different. Right? This is different entirely. I mean, with the arrangement, nothing going too crazy with it, but having a nice interlude and like a riff solo work was a great break that made us really sink our ears more into the song and feel every instrument and influences in this song. But that one moment where we got like Kazuha into Manche, in that moment, that dichotomy, right, that contrast hit me like a train. I mean, being so symbolic of Ash, right, and almost like a fire flaming phoenix, right, born new in this life, right? We've been through it all, the rough patches, we've been through unfortunate times, and also goes the same way, had to go through all those experiences to be born into a new version of yourself. There's always that saying, new year, new me, but it's more so new year, new version of yourself, because we're truly living in this life experience where it's like there's life and there's death. It's dark. It's as dark as Ash really talks about life and death. In life, there's a lot of things that we have to go through. In death, that's just the end, right? And there's more to it. I mean, if we want to get, into religion and everything, right? For me, there is more to it, coming from one of those backgrounds. But in life, I feel like this song, Ash, talks about let's enjoy the moment. Let's live through these experiences, good, the bad, the ugly. But with the good, the bad, and ugly, you could still appreciate everything that you have, the people around you, just the possibilities that you can experience in life beyond what is going on now and what has happened in the past before. Wow. Ash. Not a lot to talk about, like, in terms of instrumentation that I necessarily need to go back upon. I mean, when it comes to this song, it has that, of course, electro, not electro, but EDM, future house influence, right? I sort of want to bring it up one more time, just briefly, to talk about the instrumentations, but more so about that one crazy moment where I first experienced Kazuha and Damanche, and then we progressed and everything was brought together so beautifully. But this ambient kind of intro, wow. Not kind of, fully. Like, this is experimental, y'all, believe it or not. See, this is like a tipping point. Get rid of my weakness, make a new me by Chaewon. Lots of level of vulnerability here. And then this insistent chug with the bass line with Yunjin. This is where your ears start fully sinking into the song, but what keeps you so engaged is what happens next here. Bit of Vocaloid work behind Manche as well. This moment, the more it hurts, the more alive. I am a newborn in the ashes. Wow. I love this line in itself. Probably the most meaningful line in the song. My favorite line, without a doubt, in Ash. I love also, I would say, not just the Vocaloid work, but also the reverb work in this song to make the vocals sound distant but close, that distant but almost close kind of feeling. Love the kick drum snare work, very consistent and rudimental with it. Yeah, and then this, like, don't be afraid, I love it right here. The don't be afraid verse right here. Don't be afraid, angels whisper to me. And then there's this additional layer to Eunchae. The darkness creates you. Wow, it's like, whoa, hold up. Hold the phone. Where is this headed? You know, there's like this teeter-totter between life and death kind of feel, you know? Even if I burn again. And then in the Kura, this was Chef's Kiss. The breakdown with Yunjin, the padding of the muted drums. And then as we progress here with the interlude. I mean, if anything, this song is very empowering at the same time. It really goes to show you that there is a lot more to life. There is appreciation that needs to occur in your life when it comes to everything around you, what you have. It's not a matter of what you not have. And it's an experience. It's a journey, right? And I could go on and talk about life with this song, all right? But yeah, this song Ash is the definition of life without a doubt. Experiences of loss, experiences of renewal in life. It goes a long way for sure. So shout out to Yunjin for taking part in this song. She did an incredible job with everyone else behind the scenes, especially lyrically for this song. But let's dive into the final B-side now. So this final track by Sserafim for the Hot album is titled So Cynical, and in parentheses, Badum. I don't know what Badum stands for, so I'm gonna have to dive into this and find out myself. What's something huge to note here, Yeonjin, Eunchae, and Chaewon taking part on this song. We more than love to see all of them take part on this, the three of them there. But hey, let me bring it up here. Let's go. Oh, is that the Badum? Whoa, what? This is something new by them as well. Ooh, the layers here, the vocal blending. Before you rush and miss everything. Again, what year are we in? I mean, I love this deep house slap approach. Oh, it's getting even better as we progress in this song. But where's this song headed? Kazua! Love the kick drum snare work here. It's very catchy with the beats. I like cool relationships. I see what you did there. This is a vibe. No, like. Guys, is this not Kazuha's song? Okay, Chaewon. Wow. Crazy good in this moment here. Okay, squeaking the door sampling. Wow. That was subtly impressive of a track. I mean, taking like this deep house, slap house subgenre, a genre that they have not messed with before. Sure, the main genre house, but the subgenre slap house is really cool, which derives from deep house, which is something to note, everyone. But with this song, So Cynical, it has this level of detachment and equip kind of feel to it, right? There's this level of like, you know, there is some sort of connection, but also there's this level of like delusion, if I'm not mistaken here. That's what I'm getting here, at least from the lyrics and how the production comes into play as well simultaneously. I actually want to dive into this track again to get a further understanding to it per se. Continue, let's go. Na 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 na. So right away between Chaewon and Kazuha, this really reminds me of the verse back in Lucemble's Newtopia. For all my multi fans and stans out there, if you guys go into Newtopia by Lucemble, this vocal direction is very similar, right? It's very similar. It's just in a different key. That's why it's similar. It's not exactly the same. And I'm not trying to say someone's copying who. I'm just really interested if this was more so of like both songs are interpolation of an original song, you know what I'm saying? Or it's a style of vocal direction that is getting more common, maybe. But with this initial verse in this kind of like, I would say, lower key that you would not expect to be used for a song like this, but it works somehow, right? It sets the tone. See, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know love would be like this fictional. This line here alone between Chaewon and into Kazuha, this level of delusion and this level of like this attachment and, you know, disattaching yourself, right? Unequipping yourself. I love it. I get what they're putting down here. It's a lot to process though for me right now. I think partly because I'm in a food coma. I'm battling that. But at the same time, this song is one of those tracks that a complete vibe, quote unquote. Yeah, just the kick drum snare work, the Vocaloid work. This melodic moment with Kazuha, truly everything. One of my, actually, not even one of my favorite moment in the song. So smooth throughout the ears. And then in the Unche app. Don't be a jerk. What are you waiting for? But not with you. I mean, I sort of want to poke fun at the bear and say, like, you know, all these crazy people online, right? They feel like, oh, I know this you know, idol, I know this member of this group and all, and I know this person, right? But you don't truly know them, right? This parasocial kind of level. Obviously, it's not talking about them parasocials out there, but obviously another person, right? Just moving on from something, right? Yeah, about someone else. Love those lower thirds, and then as we progress. My other favorite moment was Chaewon. So good. Oh my goodness. This is such a complete album, even though, you know, I have that like 2 tracks where I pretty much want more duration and more, I would say, influences and an opportunity that was missed with Hot slightly, and of course with Come Over. But all in all, really strong album, more than solid, I've got to admit. Dare I say, in my top 3 echelon, I mean, I think it goes Unforgiven, Anti-Fragile, and then Hot as my favorite albums, like my top 3 echelon so far. How about you guys? Let me know in the comments section down below. Let me know your thoughts about this album. Is it your favorite album to date? Do you have a favorite B-side? Such as I do with Ash, obviously, without a doubt. Ash takes the cake for me, everyone. So if I'd have to break down my favorite B-sides, I'd have to go with Ash, I'd have to go with So Cynical Badum, and then I'd have to go with Come Over, just because of the duration. And I know that quality can make up, of course, the length of a song, and it always has been the case when it as of recently for the likes of Eliud, you know, Isna, just some good examples of my favorite groups out there who continue to release great music as well, and 르세라핌 to do it as well. I don't mind it. It's just that I would love a song with 르세라핌 doing a bridge, like one of the members carrying into a bridge and then a final chorus. I like music that takes the full length with it, only if it's necessary, right? I don't think it was necessary for any of these tracks, but it would have been cool. Just saying. So those are my favorite tracks in order, and obviously Born Fire, the perfect intro to be used for a trailer for this brand new era. For the live stages and all, definitely going to be checking those out exclusively on the Patreon. Lennyverse, we're going to have to reboot the series up and not play catch up, but like take it easy and enjoy some episodes every now and then together on the Patreon. And if there's anything that you want me to check out in general, that you guys want me to see, like a dance practice on the official YouTube page here, let me know in the comments section down below. Fear not, I am very open. And honestly, this was a sweet, hot surprise by 르세라핌 with these intentions, right? Especially with Ash Born Anew. Wow, I love it so much. That is the track for me. Not only this album being in my top 3, Ash being in my top 5 in terms of favorite songs / B-sides by 르세라핌 to date. But hey, let me know your thoughts. Can't emphasize that enough. Love connecting with you guys. As always, be sure to like and subscribe, as it goes a long way and helps out the channel so much. This has been Garrison, and peace.